Lineup for Leeds: Darrow goalkeeper, Gudmundsson, Sturridge, Rondon, Bogre, Ampadu, Grave, Justin, Aronson, Starch, and Calvert-Lewin as the forward. For Arsenal: David Raya, Pierre, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, Zubimendi, Bukayo Saka, Trossard, and Victor Gyökeres. In a year, Kai Havertz returned in today's lineup. On the other side, Brighton will be playing against Everton. So Arsenal needs to come anyway. So can they do it with Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié, Zubimendi, Rice, Saka, Havertz, Trossard, and Victor Gyökeres? The captain Martin Odegaard is on the bench. And also there is a London derby after the first match. There is London derby against West Ham, and after that game, a match of Liverpool, which will be playing against Newcastle United. Those are the games for today in English Premier League. There are many games, but we on those games. Leeds United vs Chelsea vs West Ham, Newcastle vs Liverpool. But also we get update on different stadium to look on other different stadium. So welcome everyone, and don't forget to check in our video. There are many tagged products, especially there are many jerseys for different teams. Jerseys, Arsenal jerseys, Newcastle jerseys, Portugal national team jerseys, Argentina national team, Germany national team, the Mannschaft jerseys, national team jerseys, FC Bayern Munich jerseys, Manchester United jerseys. There are many jerseys, and also you can see that you can recommend your desired jersey. There are a tagged spot that you can click on and choose your desired jersey. If it's not mentioned there, because there are United jersey, Arsenal jersey, Bayern Munich jersey, Newcastle jersey, and Argentina national team jersey, Portugal national team jersey, Colombia national team jersey. But also there are shoes for men, there are watches for men, there are hats for men and boy and girls hat. Yes, you can choose. So we are going to start to look for this update before the game starts, because it's not yet time for the game to start. The game will start in no less than 14 minutes, so we have time to look around on other circulating sports. In Bundesliga, in La Liga, Real Oviedo is playing against Girona, where there is Ter Stegen, the ex-captain and player of FC Barcelona, is the new goalkeeper of Girona. Now they are in the second period. Real Oviedo 0, Girona 0 in Spanish La Liga. Welcome. Keep to look on different news before the game starts. News in sports. After Havertz, we start in this game versus Leeds United. In tennis, Lebicana and Sabalenka. News updates. Elina Rybakina win Australia Open in tennis. Those are some news circulating before the start of the beginning of the Premier League. Arsenal versus Leeds United and Brighton versus Everton. In Australia Open, Elina Rybakina win Australia Open, her second trophy in Australian Open. She eliminated or she win against Sabalenka at the final of Australia Open. Those are sports updates before the start of Premier League. In Australia Open, Rybakina win Grand Slam versus Sabalenka. It's her second trophy in Australia. Is her second Grand Slam. She won it against Sabalenka. Some news updates before the beginning of first half of Leeds versus Arsenal. Last night in NBA, Orlando won 130-120 versus Toronto. Results of NBA, Boston United 112-93 of Sacramento. Last night's results in NBA, New York vs 127-97 of Portland. Washington 111 over 142 of Los Angeles Lakers. Listen to Rihanna Sabalenka.
I mean, it's tennis, you know. Today you loser, tomorrow you win. Hopefully, I'll be more of a winner this season than a loser. So, hoping right now and praying.
Et demain matin, un morceau de l'histoire du tennis s'écrira lors de la finale entre Novak Djokovic, qui à 38 ans chasse un 25e titre du Grand Chelem, et de l'autre Carlos Alcaraz, lui, pourrait devenir le plus jeune joueur de l'histoire, remporter les 4 tours.
News update before the beginning of Premier League. That was Sabalenka interview after she lost the Grand Slam Australia Open because she lost against Elina Rybakina. And tomorrow, Jannik Sinner in the final of Australia Open will be playing against Novak Djokovic. In the final of Australia Open in men, tomorrow, Jannik Sinner will be playing against Novak Djokovic. Let's listen to Declan Rice, the captain of today.
We're top in the Premier League, top in the Champions League, semi-final of the Carabao Cup. So in perspective, we're doing really, really well. So we need to keep that going, you know. We need to stay focused on what's ahead of us, and today's another big test, so we're going to be ready.
That was Declan Rice, the captain of Arsenal today. Youngest top 300 apps in Premier League: Wayne Rooney, James Milner, Gareth Barry, Raheem Sterling, and Declan Rice. Declan Rice, top youngest Premier League English player to reach 300 Premier League appearances. Top youngest English player to reach 300 appearances in Premier League. Declan Rice enter in that list. The list where they are Wayne Rooney, they are Alan Shearer. In the list, they are Raheem Sterling, and Declan Rice entered into that legacy as an English player reaching 300 Premier League games. And today, he will be the captain of Arsenal because Martin Odegaard starts on the bench. This is English Premier League. English Premier League. In 49 minutes, we will go to the start of the first half. Results in NBA: New Orleans 114 over 106 of Memphis. Last night result in NBA. And in Australia Open, Elena Sabalenka won 6-4-6, 4-6-4 for Rihanna. The fixtures of today: Brighton vs Everton, Wolverhampton, Bournemouth, Chelsea, West Ham, Liverpool, Newcastle. Those are fixtures for today in Premier League. Tomorrow, Manchester United, Fulham, Aston Villa, Brentford, Nottingham, Crystal Palace, Tottenham, Manchester City. Those are the fixtures in English Premier League. Fixtures in English Premier League. Next 5 games for Arsenal: Leeds, Sunderland, Brentford, Tottenham, Chelsea, Man City, Tottenham, Liverpool, Fulham, Newcastle. Next 5 fixtures for those teams. Next 5 fixtures for those teams. Let's still look for updates before the beginning of first half of English Premier League. Leeds vs Arsenal. Leeds vs Arsenal. English Premier League. English Premier League. Now in French League 1, after last night Lens win vs Le Havre, now Lens is on number 1, is the first in read the table in French League 1. Results on in NBA basketball: Orlando 130, 120 Boston 111, 93 Sacramento. Results of last night: NBA basketball: New York 127, 97 Portland, Washington 111, LA Lakers 142. Last night result in NBA: Phoenix 126 over 113 of Cleveland. Golden State Warrior 124 over 131 of Detroit. Denver Nuggets 122 over 109 of LA Clippers. New Orleans 114 over 106 of Memphis. Result of NBA Australia Open: Elena Raducanu won against Sabalenka, and she won her second Grand Slam in Australia Open. English Premier League. In 25 minutes, we will go to Aaron Road, to the stadium of Leeds United, so that we watch the game of Leeds United vs Arsenal. This is English Premier League. This weekend football special. We are going to start with English Premier League, Leeds United vs Arsenal. We are watching on archive on the games of the past when Leeds played against Arsenal in May 1999, and that day the coach was Arsene Wenger. That day in May 1999, Arsenal won against in May 1999, Arsenal lost against Leeds. Leeds won by 1-2-0 in season of the past. In 1999 May, Leeds United vs Arsenal. The coach was Arsene Wenger. Leeds won 1-2-0 of Arsenal. English Premier League. English Premier League. So hesitate, in this video there are many products tagged in this video. They are jerseys, football jerseys, soccer jerseys. They are jerseys for Real Madrid, jerseys for Manchester United, jerseys for Arsenal, jerseys for Newcastle, jerseys for Portugal national team, jerseys for Argentina national team, and there a pot you can click on and comment your own jersey, preferred jersey. So check on those tagged products in this video. You may like one or many. There are also shoes for men. There are watches for men and hats for men. So in a few seconds we are going to talk about the other game which will start at the same time of Arsenal game. It's Brighton United vs Everton. We are going to listen to the interview of coaches before the game. As we listened to the interview of Declan Rice, the captain of today, because Martin Odegaard sat on the bench. And good news for Arsenal fans, Kai Havertz is back and is back in the starting lineup. Kai Havertz starts. He starts with Viktor Gyökeres. Viktor Gyökeres is the striker of today. In few seconds, we will go to the other game, which will be simultaneously with Arsenal games. It's Brighton United playing against Everton United. English Premier League. English Premier League. In EFL Cup, Carabao Cup, Arsenal will play against Chelsea in next week. Next week, Arsenal will play against Chelsea. Is the game we will also follow here. Arsenal in EFL Cup or Carabao Cup next week will play against Chelsea. So it will be a hard and tough game. I hope you will be following it here. In few seconds, we will go to the other game, Premier League game, listening to the interview and watching on statistics of those teams. English Premier League. This is time for football. I hope where you are enjoying your weekend. And if you are working, have a good job. I hope you are having good moment wherever you are. We are going to follow this, to watch this game, and I will be giving you updates. Tottenham United will play against Manchester City tomorrow. It's the game of this weekend in Premier League. And in Carabao Cup semi-final, Arsenal will be playing against Chelsea. Tuesday. On Tuesday next week, on the 3rd of February, in Carabao Cup, Arsenal will be playing against Chelsea. Arsenal will be playing against Chelsea next Tuesday. Next Tuesday on the 3rd of February, Arsenal will be playing against Chelsea. And tomorrow there is also the game of the weekend in Premier League. Tottenham will be playing Manchester City. English. Now there are 3 games which are going to start on the same time. Leeds United versus Arsenal, Brighton versus Everton, and Wolverhampton versus Bournemouth. 3 games which are going to begin at the same time. With Brighton versus Everton, let's listen to what the coach says.
To make a
Fabian Husler.
during a training session.
Before the game, let's listen to him.
Moment of feeling better. I think that's it. So staying alive for 90 minutes and let's just stick to our principles, trying to do our principles for 90 minutes in a consistent way, and then we are convinced that we can win this game today.
David Moyes, the coach of Everton. David Moyes.
With a difficult sort of 4 or 5 weeks with the boys being at AFCON and obviously quite a few injuries. But look, some of them are back, but I'll say a few times not right back because they've not had enough games yet. But lots of Jared Branthwaite and Kieran Dewsbury-Hall. I'm more concerned for Jared Branthwaite because he's been out much longer, Kieran not so much. So yeah, but that's how it is, yeah.
Wolverhampton versus Bournemouth, starting with the coach of before the game.
Coming to the team, so yeah, he's been really well, Q.𝐫𝐬𝐿, you know, but we've probably known throughout the week. Then he's had flu and he's missed training all week, so we've been prepared for it. We've got a couple of new faces on the bench as well. We've got the
coach of Bournemouth.
Temptation to start.
The coach of Bournemouth.
To make us more competitive, no? They've only been training with us 2-3 days. But I think they are ready physically, both are in a good condition, and we need probably to learn more from them, because one thing is to watch their player and videos, and the other thing is to have in your everyday training. But both of them have come with a good mentality, and I hope they put the difficult decisions on me.
Andoni Iraola, the coach of AFC Bournemouth. So we are going to have 3 simultaneous games: Brighton versus Everton, Leeds United versus Arsenal, and Wolves United versus AFC Bournemouth. The game which is going to start simultaneously in English Premier League. Those are the games which are going to start simultaneously. Brighton is on the 12th place on the table. Bournemouth is on the 13th place on the table. Leeds United is on the 16th place on the table. Wolverhampton is on the last place on the Premier League table. So it's a battle for survival. Battle for surviving in Premier League and staying in English Premier League, where Arsenal praying to win so that they will win this trophy of Premier League this season. Leeds United versus Arsenal In a few moments, we will listen to the interview of the coach of Leeds United and the coach of Arsenal, Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta, tomorrow it will be the third game for Michael Carrick with Manchester United in 3 consecutive games. So we will need to watch the game of tomorrow to see if Manchester United can win 3 consecutive games at the era of Michael Carrick as the head coach of Manchester United. But sad news for Mikel Arteta and Manchester United fans and teams is that Patrick Dorgu is injured. Patrick Dorgu got an injury, a hamstring injury, during the game of Arsenal, where Manchester United won 3-2 of Arsenal. So he won't be available tomorrow to play. Still to see who will start. If Matheus Cunha will start, we will need to see tomorrow how will be the lineup of Michael Carrick tomorrow without Patrick Dorgu. As for the 2 games Michael Carrick won, he started the same lineup. This is Manchester City and this is Arsenal. But Patrick Dorgu got injured, so we will need to see who will start tomorrow. This is English Premier League. In coming second, we will listen to the coach of Leeds United and the coach of Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, reminding you that there are 3 simultaneous games which are going to start at the same time today. 3 simultaneous games are going to start today. Brighton vs Everton, Wolves vs Bournemouth, and Leeds United vs. In La Liga, Real Oviedo is playing against Girona. In La Liga, Real Oviedo is playing against Girona. Let's see how the results are in La Liga.